Hi, I'm Deborah. I'm about to show you how easy it is to make Greek yogurt using your Instant Pot Ultra. So stay tuned. And if you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe and ring the bell for future notifications of our weekly episodes. Greek yogurt, we're going to start with regular yogurt first. So I've got my milk. I'm using a 1% organic milk. You can use whatever fat thickness that you like. Whole milk is going to be creamier, but we're making Greek, so we're going to be pulling a lot of that liquid out anyway. So I'm going to do 1%. The first step is let's boil our milk. So we're going to go to our yogurt setting. And once yogurt's flashing, we're going to hit enter to select that. Then we're gonna scroll down to the temperature selections and we're gonna hit enter to select that. We wanna go to high. When high is flashing, we're gonna I say hit enter, but it's just this round knob. Now it's gonna flash boil. So before we hit start, let's just go ahead and get our milk all in there. All right, we're gonna hit start. That's it. I'm gonna get the lid on there. Once the boiling cycle is done, and I think that took about 15 to 17 minutes total, so it didn't take that long, we're gonna take off the lid, and for us, I like to speed along the process instead of letting it naturally cool. It will take forever. I just put some ice water in my sink and set the pot into that little bit of ice water till it cools off, and then when it gets to about room temperature, we'll add the yogurt and then we'll let it set and start the fermentation process. So see you back as soon as this cools off enough to deal with it. Okay, once our milk has cooled down, and I set it in the ice bath, and that only took about 5 minutes, to about a room temperature, kind of baby bottle temperature. If you don't have a thermometer, you just don't want it to be too hot because that's gonna kill your live cultures from your yogurt. So once it's cooled enough, just dry off your pot on the outside and stick her back in there. Then we can add our yogurt. So make sure you've got live cultures in your yogurt that you like. I'm using a whole milk vanilla organic yogurt, but use whatever you like. And of course the flavor of vanilla is not gonna be affected in here. You will need to add your own flavoring afterwards if you want to do that. But I'm gonna go about 2 to 3 tablespoons of yogurt right into the pot, and then just give it a gentle stir. We don't want to upset those little cultures. Once we've got our yogurt added, this is the last step for the yogurt making part with the Instant Pot. We're just gonna go make sure we're on yogurt. Boil temperature anymore. You should be able to just go from yogurt. We're gonna put it on the medium setting now. So we're gonna take it from boil. We're gonna hit enter to select our temperature settings again. We wanna be on medium. We wanna be on medium, and we're gonna go, you can go 8 or 9 hours. I've done 9, so I'm gonna go for 8 hours this time. The default is 8. Your choice depending on the tartness of your yogurt, how long you go, but 8 or 9 hours should be fine. So we're gonna be on the default 8 hours at a medium setting for yogurt, and then hit start. Don't forget to hit start. All right, so this is gonna take 8 hours. So we'll be back later this evening, and then I'll show you what to do with your yogurt to make it Greek. All right, our yogurt has fermented. It is ready to go. We could eat it just like this. It's delicious. But for this episode, we're making Greek yogurt. So we are going to simply take the yogurt that we've made, which is spectacularly gorgeous and smells good. And I'm going to simply strain out the water. You can do this a couple of different ways. You can get creative. If you have a coffee filter or lots of coffee filters in a bowl. I ordered this Euro Cuisine Greek yogurt maker little thing that we're going to use. It's just easier for me to have a one-stop thing, a one-pot thing. So if I didn't have this, I would just use some coffee filters or some way to filter the water out, but we're gonna use this. So this has a fine mesh that the water is going to just seep through. So I'm gonna place that in. So if you're using something else, if you're gonna get creative, just make sure you've got enough room between the yogurt and for the whey to drip through, the liquid that needs to come out. So it's gotta have somewhere to go, because that's how we make Greek yogurt. We just simply pull the liquid out. So we're going to pour this in. Okay, so we're gonna pour that in, and you can already see the water is, the whey is seeping down to the bottom of the container here. So it's already doing its little job. And all I need to do is put the lid on, and then we're gonna put this in the refrigerator, because the refrigerator is the key here. This can't sit out at room temperature. Once you've made your yogurt, we're gonna get it in the fridge. So we're gonna check this at different increments. I wanna check it at 3 hours, because the little instructions say anywhere from 3 to 18 hours. That's a crazy range. So I'm just gonna check it for the difference at 3 hours. We might do 6 hours, and then 12 and 18 to see what kind of different thickness we get. I'm gonna pop that on. Make sure when you're making your Greek yogurt, you don't have anything with strong smells in your refrigerator next to it, like onions or anything else, because it'll get into your yogurt. So we're gonna pop this in the fridge and check back in 3 hours and see where we're at. A lot has come out, but let's see if it's thick enough at 3 short hours. Okay. Not quite where we want it to be yet. So let's see. All right. So, okay, here's my opinion on 3 hours. My opinion on 3 hours, I was using 1% skim milk to make the yogurt. And I feel like after 3 hours in this strainer, we've achieved a consistency probably that we would get with whole milk. So it's definitely not Greek yet. It's looking a little bit, it's coming along, but it's still pretty moist. I don't think we're where we want to be. So, let's see. Yeah, it feels definitely creamy, really creamy. But I think we're going for as low moisture as possible. So I'm gonna keep going. But here at 6 hours, I mean, it's nice and creamy. Let's give it another 3. It has been a solid 9 hours that we have been refrigerating and straining our yogurt. So I am happy to announce that this looks like a pretty delicious Greek yogurt. So we're gonna give it a little test and see. Now, I would suggest, if you are using the Instant Pot to make yogurt, that you get yourself an extra inner pot so you can have this on a rotating basis. Let's try it first, plain. Look how creamy and thick that is. It's delicious. I could eat this without any sweetener. It is so good. That 8 hours is perfect. Not too tart. But I do like a little bit of honey, so just to try it, just a little drizzle, because honey. Okay. This is so good. I like to keep this going. This is delicious. I could have this for dinner right now. So this might be my midnight snack tonight instead of ice cream. We'll see. But anyway, let me know if you try Greek yogurt. Leave a comment below. If you have any questions, or if you've tried it, or if you have any suggestions. Like I said, I'm using this Euro Cuisine Greek yogurt strainer. We'll put a link below for that, and you can find it easily and purchase it. Some people use coffee filters and whatnot, but this guy has been really easy to use. So I recommend it. This is delicious. We're gonna go enjoy some yogurt. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.